Why you shouldn't vape. Today I will be discussing the dangers of vaping. Vaping has become a very popular trend for the past few years, especially in teens, and I'm here to inform you today about the negative side effects it has, and by the end of the day, convince you to never pick up a vape or pick up a vape again. The topics I'll touch on today are nicotine addiction, the unknown long-term side effects, dangers of a defective vape, how vaping damages your body, and the negative effects it has on mental health. Main point one. Now let's talk about the nicotine addiction. Most vapes contain nicotine. This is what's gotten people hooked on vaping. All it takes is one hit and you get hooked. Nicotine is very bad for your body, especially your brain. Nicotine can harm the developing adolescent brain. The brain keeps developing until about age 25. So if you're vaping as a teenager, you're ruining your brain's progress to becoming a fully developed adult mentally. It harms parts of the brain that controls attention. It affects your learning abilities, messes with your mood, enabling mood swings and impulse control. Along with that, just being addicted to nicotine alone may also increase risk for future addiction to other drugs. Vaping can lead to cigarette smoking or even worse addictive drugs. Unlike other addictions, nicotine can lead to vaping. Vaping is new, so no one knows for certain what the long-term side effects and health issues it can have. Even though many of the long-term health effects of vape use are still unknown, there is growing evidence to demonstrate that vape products are very much not harmless. For example, it is proven that they harm cardiovascular health and respiratory health, but scientists will not be certain for many years of any long-term health risk associated with vaping. So essentially, people using vapes are being tested like monkeys to see what health issues they have they will have as they age, so that they can be correlated with vaping. What do we know for sure is possible with vapes is device malfunction. This is something that people don't think about as a possibility, but it happens more than you think. A faulty vape device can lead to a range of problems, from minor battery issues to explosions that can cause severe injury or even death. Defect, defective vape batteries have caused some fires and explosions, a few of which have resulted in serious injuries. This can affect more than just the user, especially with the batteries catching on fire, putting our entire household at risk. Vapes also run the risk of poisoning children and adults have been poisoned by swallowing, breathing, and absorbing vape liquid through their skin or eyes. Nationally, approximately 50% of calls to poison control centers for vapes are for kids 5 of age young or younger. So not only are they a danger for teens and adults, but now they are harming children. The ultimate damage vapes do is to the body. Vaping is essentially inhaling at least 31 toxic chemicals directly into the lungs and can harm other parts of the body. Vaping can also affect the way cells in the respiratory system, which include the nose, throat, lungs, react to germs and may increase the chance of disease and infection from bacteria, and viruses. Vaping may also make it harder to recover from infections and increase the possibility of com- complications. The chemicals put into vapes permanently damage the lungs, and most of it is irreversible damage. When inhaled, vapes can cause asthma attacks, coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. Then the vapor can build up in the blood of certain organs, so it doesn't just hurt the lungs. Vaping vaping isn't only bad for your physical health, but also for your mental health. It is specifically the nicotine that is in the vapes that messes with the brain as a neurotransmitter. Nicotine increases the brain's level of dopamine, which triggers and enhances the brain's reward centers and makes the person inhaling the vape feel good. It takes just 10 seconds for nicotine to reach the brain after it is inhaled and ingested. Most people build up a resistance to nicotine. The more you are exposed to the drug, the more of it you will need to produce the same pleasurable effect. This reaction is what drives nicotine addiction. Repeated exposure to nicotine changes the parts of your brain that help you handle stress, learn active act efficiently, and exhibit self-control. Depression and anxiety are also linked to vaping. This study showed that striking significance of issues with mental health in users of both nicotine vapes as well as THC vapes, and as new products continue to come on the market, I think that this is something that we will continue to see, said Lauren E. Wald, PhD, World Assistant Dean for Biological Health Research in the College of Nursing, a professor in the Colleges of Nursing and Medicine at The Ohio State University. To wrap things up, overall, there isn't a single benefit from vaping. All its dangerous side effects are not worth the short term satisfaction it gives you. In conclusion, not knowing what the future looks like for people who vape should be scary enough to urge the people not to want to vape, as well as the mental issues it causes and risk of further addiction. In conclusion, vaping is a doorway to a lesser quality of life. So, why pick up a vape when you can be happy and healthy without a vape? Thank you.